Lego building time. CC5853 is here first. Love it. Welcome. All right. So, building Lego, talking Lego, getting everything all set up here. I got my vintage Lego castles, of course, out front and center here. And I was on a roll yesterday. I really enjoyed the live stream yesterday with you guys and was able to power through in my version at my speed, power through the build. So I got only 3 bags left. I can only, milk this castle set for just a little bit longer, and then it's time to pick a new set to build. But it's castle set 31168, 1,371 pieces. Time to get a new bag out, bag 9. And let's welcome Cole, let's welcome Danzo Mando, let's welcome Blackout. Welcome, you guys. Welcome to the live stream, bag 9. I don't know, maybe we'll get through more than that. Bag 9 seems to be pretty small, so I'll try and build faster today. But I don't know, we'll see. Gotta go out of town tomorrow, so I won't be able to live stream tomorrow. So gotta make sure I get it on live stream today. So, doing well. Thanks for asking, CC5853. Or maybe you're asking everyone in general, but thank you for asking nonetheless. Doing well. Enjoying the Lego builds. Was listening to a little bit of Lego YouTuber views on different sets. And I had forgot about the Star Wars MIDI AT-AT rumors also. That would be coming out. I don't know when exactly. Is it supposed to come out this year or maybe the start of 2026? But one of the comparisons on that was, hey, Glitchfire. One of the comparisons on that was, and Beans. Hey, you guys are here. This is a good time to catch everyone. Bag 9 being opened. I guess one of the comparisons on the size of that mini scale size AT-AT that's rumored to be coming out is the actual Christmas version, the gingerbread one. So I guess those will be the equivalent, or that'll be the equivalent size of the MIDI size AT-AT. So that's kind of fun. Give you an idea of the size of the set. Give you an idea of the piece count. I think the gingerbread one actually will have more, maybe because of all the color and decoration. So that'll be interesting. The only MIDI size set we have is the this one right here. Can't think of the name. The Acclimator. So here's our one MIDI size scale set. I was thinking of getting, well, thinking about a lot of sets, but I was thinking of getting the MIDI size Millennium Falcon. Since it's on sale on Amazon, it's about $15 cheaper, I want to say, from the lego.com price. But I just haven't done it. There's so many things to put on your wish list, right? Beans, welcome. Glitchfire, welcome. CC5853 says, when do you think Little Brick Therapy will be back for a stream? He's gonna join this weekend for sure. We'll live stream this weekend. Like I said before, he's probably like a lot of you guys back in the school routine. So he's got soccer practice in the afternoons and then homework, and just wanting to, just lay low, hang out, and enjoy time where I guess he's not really committed to anything. So, which is fine. So if he wants to, it's not a job, but I love it when he live streams with me, and I'm sure you guys enjoy it too. So thanks for asking. He will definitely live stream. He just won't live stream as often as I do, but that's okay. We will get this sorted out. And then it's always fun because the closer we get to fall and then Christmas, we'll definitely have some new sets to break out. And I'm sure he'll want to live stream a little more often. But yeah. Plus, what sets are you guys all talking about here? Glitchfire says, I finished the Optimus Prime 2 days ago. It is cool. Yes, I agree, Glitchfire. We built that. I built that up last fall, maybe a year ago now. I can't believe that much time has passed. And then I also built up the Bumblebee. I got those about the same time. So it's just it's probably just a matter of time before I get the Soundwave set. But that's an awesome one. Optimus Prime is definitely the key Autobot. Soundwave is probably one of the best. I wonder if they'll do, if you know all the Transformers, I wonder if they'll do Megatron, you know, the leader of the Decepticons. I guess it'd be kind of controversial. When I was a kid, he came out, and of course he transforms into basically like a Colt 45 or a Magnum gun. So I don't know if Lego's keen on, you know, making a Transformer that basically turns into a life-size gun, especially in today's day and age. But man, who knows? Who knows? Thanks for modding, guys. Thanks for catching some things there. Lego Gamer, hello. Drawfee, hello. Psh, psh. Good to see you. All right. CC5853 says, I'm homeschooled and I need to rush all my subjects because I'm going to Naval Summer Camp. Oh, very cool. Blackout says, I really want that one, but I just keep wanting other things more. That's true. Yes, Glitchfire, it is. These castles are sweet. I got to start building here. But, oh, Naval Summer Camp, CC5853. That's awesome. We have several family members that have served in the regular Navy. My nephew right now is on active duty. Right now, he just changed his duty station up into the Pacific Northwest. He's basically a corpsman, but he's one of those guys that goes out on, I guess it could be off of a ship or anywhere, but he's definitely on like air rescue, which is pretty sweet. His training is pretty intense. So very cool. So I sense a career in the Navy maybe coming up for you, CC5853, or just a one option. Lego Gamer, yes, hello. Glitchfire says, the Bumblebee and Optimus, can you show us? I will do that. So remind me next live stream when I have Little Brick Therapy, he can go down and get those. I think both are transformed or built as the vehicles. So I would assume the more exciting look would be the actual Transformer, the robot version. But Bumblebee, that I was saying about that set, it's a fun looking vehicle. Not so fun transforming. At least I don't know if you guys have either one, or if you guys have the Bumblebee, man, that thing falls apart when you start taking the pieces and transforming them. So Optimus Prime, not as much. I don't really do much with them in that sense, but once they're built, I just leave them as they are. But yeah, I'll show you the vehicle and then I'll try and transform it. I don't remember. I feel like if you get a look at the directions to transform it. Man, I got 3 mods all at once, all of a sudden. Usually none of you guys are around at the same time. Motion Bricks, good to see you. All right. So yeah, I don't know if you guys have the Bumblebee Lego Transformer set, but that one is not the easiest, not the best set to transform. I should look at the reviews on that and see what other people think, what their experiences have been on that. Ooh, I get to build a minifig here, the Archer. Let me show off this Archer. This is one of those things I commented on before, but half these kind of warrior, oh my gosh, how did I drop this? Half these warrior minifigs, see that, drop it down there, of course. Lego pieces fall in the most awkward ways. These Lego minifigs always have to come with a female face. I don't know. I mean, it's fine, but it's not, you know, it's not the Archer guy we're looking for. We want to have this historically accurate. But you know what? For anyone who likes Lego, they can make the Archer whatever they want, I guess. They could put on a Red Skull Marvel guy's head on it for all I know. Anyway, it does look cool. The Archer, oh, not the easiest to snap on apparently, but there we go. Got some old school archers in my classic Lego castle here from the gray castle. This gray one over here. More of a, actually, he's a crossbow guy. That looks cool too. So, got some old Lego fitting in with the new here. So, yeah, so in terms of new Lego news, Glitch Fire just subbed to you both. Oh, awesome. Well, good. Well done. Well done. Well done. Shadow Milk Fan, psh, welcome. I just finished building a Lego set with my own pieces. I had to sacrifice another one I built out of my own. Interesting. Oh, you're not, it's kind of a bummer, you say. Why is that? You built, was it something you lost pieces to and so you're trying to fill in what you can? Which I guess that would be a bummer, losing Lego pieces. But yeah, in terms of new Lego news, I had to relook. That makes me think. I had to relook at my poll here and see if there's any more votes. I asked, was it Sunday? I want to say Sunday now. I asked people what they thought about what if you priced the new Death Star, UCS Death Star, at the price of the current UCS Millennium Falcon? Would that convince you to buy it? Okay, we've got 65 votes in. Ooh, that's a good turnout. So the majority said yes, they would buy the UCS Death Star if it was priced at the UCS Millennium Falcon rate, which is $850. 38% said yes, they would buy it. 22% said no. 18% maybe, and then 22% said they don't have the money. So interesting though. So the majority, very slight majority, said they would buy the Death Star at that price range. So there you go. That's interesting. So if that set ever dropped in price, I have never seen a Lego UCS set, at least through Lego, go down in price. I have seen the UCS Millennium Falcon go on discount off and on a lot. About, gosh, probably a few years ago, it dropped down to about $600 on different retailers' websites. So that'll be super fun. That'll be cool if that does go down in price just before it retires. Ooh, we got a little pen and quill here. So old school arrow or feather writing tip here. It's going to be the good old King's writing desk here. Very cool. So if that sale does happen, maybe that's not a hypothetical. Maybe $850 would be the price threshold that would happen. Or maybe the UCS Millennium Falcon, more preferably, would go on sale. And that would be a fun purchase for sure. Glitchfire says, wait, let me vote. Glitchfire, it's still up, man. Go for it. It's our latest post. So definitely vote. I don't know if that'll change the percentages. I guess it depends on where you vote. Shadow Milk Fan says it's all Taco Tuesday. Oh, we should build a Lego taco, but I'm building a castle. So, I guess I don't know. There's nothing else to say about that. Shadow Milk Fan says, I made a dragon mech rider, just the dragon I made the mech like in 2023 or 2024. Very cool. There's that 3-in-1 dragon also that kind of goes with this set. It has on the box art, my son noticed, it has in the very far background of a distant view of this castle. I'm assuming it's this castle, but it's a dragon 3-in-1. It looks great. I wish that set came with a minifigure though, because I still think it's about $50. I'm not gonna buy it. I don't really care about the smaller 3-in-1 sets. They're fun. I guess they're fun gift items if you're giving it to a younger person, a kid. But as far as a collector, unless you really are into mythological creatures, not gonna spend that money. Let's see. Motion Brick says it's raining tacos. And here we go. Oh, looks like we need to. Yeah, the chat is crazy, isn't it? It is going off. Let's see. Let's see, get rid of something here. There we go. Looks like we got some spam, guys. So if you could take care of, oh no, I caught it. I think we're done. There we go. Anyway, yeah, chat is crazy. You guys are hungry. Apparently, we're talking tacos and maybe talking the Lego AT-AT gingerbread made you hungry. So building this looks even a little more legit here. Building the, I assume I'm getting up to, I'm building the interior of the tower here. So right there where they can see where the pen and quill is, this middle part here is what I'm building. If you're tracking with me, if not, you will see it in a moment. But yeah, building this section right here, the tower. So Shadow Milk fan, Cole Nelson, gotta go. I will be back if you're still alive. Thanks, Cole. We'll be here for about an hour, so hope to see you soon. So if you like Lego, don't let the chat scare you away. These are my mods talking about food, which is fine. But we're talking Lego. And, ooh, Owen, way to go. Owen just shows up. Owen, the Lego master, says, I bought another castle. He bought another castle. Love it. Owen, did you get this 3-in-1 or did you get an older castle set? Do tell. I just pointed this out earlier. These pieces are these pieces are pretty cool. These I don't know what you call them, a 2x2 T square type piece. Instructions are on rebrickable. Oh, so you said you combine two of them. I bought another castle. You combine two of them. Instructions are on rebrickable. Is it? Oh, is it? I think you told me about this before. It's this castle, but made on the size or scale of maybe the Lion's Castle, the larger castle set, which is very cool. Love that. If you do get a chance, Owen, Lego Master, could you post that? I think you can post. I've seen people post pictures on our community page on our YouTube channel and share that, because that, or I guess I could look it up on Rebrickable, but I'm curious as to how that turned out. So I'm wondering, was that a 2 castle build, or I think we were talking about it also. So if you get this 3-in-1 set, you buy 3 of them. Obviously, you could build the other 2 builds that they show you, which is the jousting tournament and I guess kind of the windmill, more medieval village looking scene. But if you put those 3 together, then you have, yeah, pretty legitimate mega size UCS level castle build. Of course, you can't go wrong because you get 3 of these guys, and I think he is probably my favorite medieval minifigure. I have a lot of older ones here, but trying to think if he stands out the most. I really like that. Plus, I've been wanting a king minifigure for all these castle sets that we do have. I do have that Lion's Knight castle set as well, or Lion's Castle set. And gosh, let me look that up because I know that one's going to retire. That one's going to retire, I think, at the end of this year, which is, you know, just a couple months from now. And that set needs to be built. Lion Knight's Castle, 4,514 pieces, 22 minifigures. I don't think, if I zoom in on the picture here, I don't think it has a king, or does it? It has a Lion Knight, and he looks like his armor is pretty legit, pretty substantial. So maybe he is the king with some different add-ons to his build. But yeah, the other cool part about this, I know we mentioned this before, if you go to the Lego website and scroll down lower, you'll find that they do have battle packs that you can buy related to the castle theme or related to the Lion Knight castle or the yellow castle, because it looks like they have a set of 5 knights with armor and swords that have this same print, and this is the print from the old yellow castle way back from when I got this one I got back in the 80s. So check that out. If you go to the Lego website, you'll see that. It's pretty sweet. So instructions on rebrickable, Owen says, the larger castle, and you can build a large castle from there. That's cool. Do you have to pay for those instructions? Hey, Melody Bell, welcome. Good to see you. All right, have things calmed down between the mods. Glitchfire says, welcome to everybody. Owen says, perhaps I need to save for the Lion Knight's castle. I would say perhaps, and I'm assuming, because that went on sale last year, I bet you could, take a little bit of risk and wait till November during like Black Friday, and I bet they'll have that set on sale, because I know they'll probably want to put several of these sets that are retiring on a discounted price. So I'm pretty sure instructions are $9.99. Okay, I'll need to look that up just because I've never done one of those rebrickables, and there was one, I think it was on Rebrickable, that had the if you guys remember that large scale architecture set, the Roman Colosseum. That was another set on Rebrickable, or maybe just a YouTuber, a Lego YouTuber came up with the design, but you could rebuild the Colosseum into a castle also. That set, it looks amazing. That one did not come with any minifigures. I think that set was retired about 4 years ago. But as a history buff, I thought that was a pretty amazing set as well. I like the design here, going back to this castle. Got these cool kind of old school mesh type 1x4 bricks that you put together, and then you form basically like these castle windows, which looks really neat. And this will be the outside of the tower, and you've got a quill and ink and paper set up there to build this section right here, the tower, the stone tower of the castle. So working along here. So welcome, Melody. Who else has joined in here? Owen is giving us some good info on the Rebrickable website and finding some alt builds. Glitchfire says, could you, hey, Brick Therapy, could you get the Bumblebee before I go? I don't think I'll be here tomorrow. Oh, no worries, Glitchfire. I'm not going to do that today. I will bring it up on our Saturday live stream. So I have to probably repair it a little bit and get it built up, or have it ready to transform. I'll show you the transform process, in case you're curious, if you don't have that Bumblebee set, because it does not transform smoothly, at least from my experience. Those transformer sets look great. I've seen them built up at the Lego store. Of course, they look impressive in the display window. I'm curious as to how well the Soundwave transformer turns into the robot or the tape deck, because that Bumblebee one falls apart on me. It's just got a lot of like pieces, like when you pull out the arms and you have to open up the back part and kind of move the windows around from the car like a transformer, which is very neat. The pieces, there's a lot of small pieces that just don't stay on, or your fingers are trying to move things around and then you knock something off. It's not a perfect system. But I wonder if maybe, I'm sure someone's done a YouTube video on that, or it might be an idea for one of you guys on your channels. do a YouTube video on the transformer process of those sets, because there's got to be a way to make that, or to do that better. The instructions show you what to do, relatively so. I guess Lego itself, on the Lego website or Lego channel, they probably will show you also. Okay, that's fine, says Glitchfire. I'm here tomorrow or Saturday. I'll remind you. Sounds good, Glitchfire. Have a good one. Thanks for joining us. Psh, leave a like before you head out. If you like Lego and you like to talk Lego, please join in the chat. Dragon Kaiser X. Awesome. Psh, I wish Lego would make more original themes. Yeah, you know, when I was younger, that's a good point, Dragon Kaiser. I love, well, Castle's one of them. And then Lego Space. Those were my two favorite sets as a kid. I think these old sets would obviously be just as popular today. Just judging from this new castle build here, the design and everything, you know, aside from how you can make the minifigures obviously look a lot more decorative, like newer accessories. Well, that's all. These modifications are fun, right? Those are cool. And then of course the shield is a printed piece, so you don't have to do stickers. Compared to a knight from the 1980s set. But you know what? I think still these guys still look cool. He's got his face shield. Whoops, that just popped off, but that part, and then of course the armor is just like one of those that fits over his head, and it's a sticker piece, the design. But overall, and then when you put him on a horse, the horse is also a built Lego piece. Gosh, that face shield fell, of course, in and out into the castle here, so it's hard to extract. But I think these older sets would definitely hold out. I think people would buy them, obviously, because Lego's been around so long, and because it's vintage. Of course, people are going to buy them. But I think kids would love and be just as interested in these sets as the newer ones today. So yeah, they look cool. The lances are the same. The horse build would be the only difference. I guess and this is a 4-year-old minifig or so. And still solid piece, still stands up. Very quality. Not falling apart. I mean, I guess some Legos, if they're played with often and manipulated, like some minifigures that we've had in our collection that don't really belong to a set anymore. My sons took out the hands, took off the arms, tried to like totally mix up pieces. That definitely is not gonna let the minifigures survive, but I would not let them do it to these vintage Lego guys, so that part was good. So maybe that's why they've lasted so long. But now, adding this 2025 set to everything, it's great. Dragon Kaiser says, I got into Lego with, I think it was Aquazone from the 90s. I gotta look that set up. Somebody had brought that up, Dragon Kaiser, before, and I did not follow Lego at that time. Aquazone, yeah, because I'm thinking those were pretty sweet looking builds. Because then, yeah, what were some other, I mean, there was Chima, but I'm trying to think, yeah, these are like submarine builds. Those look great. What do the minifigures look like? So yeah, Aquazone, there we go. I got some minifigures. You got, yeah, those deep diver minifigures with the large round helmets and different kinds of colored face mask and underwater gear, and even fins to attach. Yes. So a Lego Aquazone Aquanaut with flippers is selling for only $7. Go figure. And I've been to Bricks and Minifigs recently. I've not seen, well, at least the Bricks and Minifigs we've gone to, I have not seen those sets. So yeah, there's a good example. Aquazone. Colton says, how long do you think this set is going to take? Lots of laughs. Colton, I'm gonna milk this set for at least one more live stream. So if you want a particular theme, don't worry. My son started this build with me on the last live stream. He was building Monkey Kid, if you guys remember. If you remember, this was I guess, I don't know, this was not an original theme. Maybe it was based off of another anime cartoon. But minifigures here were great. I bought this because of just the cool design. Obviously, got that great kind of anime looking theme to it. And lots of fun builds here. Couldn't get over that ramen bowl or that rice bowl. Just looks great. So this is a build he's working on. So when he and I are building together next time, you'll get at least 2 themes. And if not, you can always appreciate all the castles that are here in the background. Plus Bardor still holding up the thing. So don't worry, Colton. We'll get to some new stuff. Colton asks, do you plan to buy the new Death Star? If so, you should do a live stream building it. Oh, Colton, that would be a tall order, my friend. That's $1,000. If anything, my plan would be to get the UCS Millennium Falcon. But it would be fun to live stream and, talk about that set. Although I've heard, again, looking at other Lego YouTubers channels that have built it, the ones that got it, through the Lego Ambassadors Network, it's not the most inspiring build. So I don't know how fun that would be to live stream. Not to be, picky. If someone gave us or helped donate it to us and got that set, it'd be fun to share the build itself. There's 38 minifigures and everything, but in terms of the interest in the building it, I think the outer part of the Death Slice, because it's not really a sphere, I guess that part wasn't that fun or that interesting to build, according to the YouTube Lego community. So go figure. But yeah, if you guys are interested in that, one of the live streams that would be fun to do based on the Death Star would be to mod the globe. I know Lego did a globe, although maybe it's retired now, and turn that into a Death Star, so you'd actually have this actual sphere, which would be amazing. Colton says 1,000 is way too much. Exactly. See, that's the problem. Caden, welcome. What's up? Good to see you guys. Here he comes. Here he is. We know who's coming next. This intro speaks for itself. 1, 2, 3, here we go. Matt is alive, has arrived, digging the dive, striving to survive, drive to thrive, high-fived, subscribed, like the live. Welcome, Matt is alive. Always love having you. Yours is like the stamp of approval on the Brick Therapy live stream. So don't you go changing, Matt is alive. Love it. Caden says, I saw the new Christmas tree set coming this Christmas, $350. Absolutely insane price. That is insane. I have not seen that set. I need to look at the Lego website once more. I think the only Christmas set I would be interested in is the Star Wars themed gingerbread AT-AT. Plus you get a fun minifigure with it. So that is crazy. So there is a Christmas tree. Does it come with minifigures? I have not seen rumors on that one or pictures of it. So I'll have to check that one out. Or maybe you can just look on. Let me look that up real quick. That is an interesting one. $350. Lego is going crazy with some of their prices. I know there's inflation. I know there's tariff issues. All these crazy factors in the economies these days. But $350. I don't see one coming up on Google. So maybe maybe a picture of it will come out later. Interesting though. Gosh. So $1,000 for a Death Star, $350 for a Christmas tree. Crazy. Dragon Kaiser says my first 2 sets were 6589 and 6140. Yeah, that's when you know you have vintage, right? You have the set numbers that are less than, what are we up to now? 5, right? So let me see which ones those are. I'll see, look up one of those. That's fun. 6849. Ooh, there we go. Lego Space Satellite Patroller. Released in 1987. That looks very familiar. I have in our collection pieces of that, the connecting parts between the two vehicle parts. So yeah, Lego lasted pretty long with Lego Space, because I'm pretty sure that was out between, gosh, the late 70s all the way through the 80s. And then then they came out with some other more important sets. Matt of the Live says, I changed my grand entrance a little bit. I'm undecided on whether I should change it back. We will appreciate it however you set up Matt is Live. It's just too cool. JK Usanomics, welcome. Psh. Welcome. The king is back, says CC5853. Regardless, I have to come in hot. Dude, you come in hot. It's great. It's fire, that's for sure. Caden Smith says, it has figs. There's an inside of the... Okay, this is the Christmas tree. It has figures. It has the inside of a tree, even with that price is too rough. If you ever got the treehouse set, the big treehouse set, I think that was out for a long... I don't even know. Maybe it's still out. I don't even know if it's retired, to be honest. That could be modified, because you already get seasonal pieces with that, and just turn that into a Christmas theme. You got to really... I don't know, want a Christmas tree set for a $350 one. I think the usual modular sets they come out with, or kind of those Main Street builds, or what, I don't know what they are. The usual Christmas or holiday theme build, whatever they want to call it, but it's Christmas. Come on, you can say it. It's usually like a structure, like a house, like a gingerbread house, or last year, Santa's post office or something like that. And they usually hover around $100, like those $100 Christmas sets. I think my favorite one out of all those has been retired for about, gosh, 5 years now. It was the old holiday firehouse, or the fire station one. That kind of a vintage looking fire truck, and then a little mini kind of ice skating ring out front. And gosh, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 minifigures, firemen. That set looked great. And I think if they stick with that theme, that's gonna be great. So let's see. Matt is Alive says, coming in hot. Dragon Kaiser says 6589 should be the crab from Aquazone. Okay, I think I was looking up a space one, but that's crazy. CC5853 says, got to head out, got an appointment. Well, thanks guys for joining as you come in and out. Thanks for joining the chat, bringing up some Lego themes and sets that are ones to look out for. Slowly building a tower here. That's why, who was asking earlier, was it Caden that I was wondering how long this build was going to take? Or maybe it was Colton. Yeah, Colton, yeah. So you can see why, man. I'm trying to monitor the chat and also build with you guys. I don't want to leave any radio silence on the chat. I want to build and talk with you guys. So if you like Lego, join in the chat. Leave a like. As Matt says, subscribe and thrive. Take a dive into the live. And share and subscribe to Brick Therapy 23 Live. Find our little logo guy, the Sig Fig guy here, and hit a subscribe button. So lots of talk. I guess one of the things too is I could stick with Castle as I finish this up. This could be a set. Maybe I'll build up a couple of the bags outside of the live stream, and then just finish the Castle set, in the last live stream or one last live stream with this Castle set, and then pick a new theme. But then there's the Lions Castle. Or I could rotate out of the Castle and go back to Star Wars. There's so many different themes. And Still have basically 2 sets on the top of the list right now for our channel. Is definitely a Star Wars UCS. I've got to find a way to get the UCS Millennium Falcon. And I talked a little bit about that yesterday. So here's the top of the tower. I guess it's the turret coming up soon here. I talked yesterday about probably one of the best ways to get any large scale Lego set, UCS or Bardor, Rivendell, any set, over $200, is to wait for those, and they come up every month. There's always some kind of special. Lego gives tons of incentives, which I appreciate. But especially for the UCS set, and especially as we get close to Black Friday, is to buy through lego.com when there's a gift with purchase, when they offer insider points. And if you know about Rakuten, you connect that or link that with your Lego account. That way you're getting cash back, you're getting insider points, and you're getting a gift with purchase. If you play all that right, you are especially with a set that is as high priced as a UCS set, you are most definitely going to get $100 back or more. And if you already have insider points, then I bet I calculated it last fall, and I didn't do it because I just can't fathom spending that much money on a UCS set. But I might try. The Titanic is another one I'm really considering. But I calculated last year. If I would have done all that, there was like a perfect moment when all those things came together, and you could have saved at least $200. No exaggeration. That's pretty sweet. Let's see. Dragon Kaiser says the 6589 should be the crab from Aquazone. Let's see. Chens, welcome. Hey, Chens. Chens Noodles, I think. Let's see. Maz Alive says, like the live. Exactly. Hey, Janine's here. Welcome, Janine. Good to see you guys. Odole's here. Seeing some old school people here. Love it. Caden says, Ashen Flash and Jane Bricks did a reaction to the leaked images of the new Christmas sets. Oh, you're right. I saw that come up on the YouTube home screen of ours. I'll have to check that out. Okay, so I assume they gave their reactions to that Christmas tree that you were talking about. How come I don't? Let me go to my home screen here and just see what comes up. That, and maybe specifically Jane Bricks. What are the suggestions here? Because obviously the AT is the main one. Oh yeah, there it is. You're right. Holiday Train, $330 family Christmas tree decoration revealed. It looks like it comes with a Santa sleigh and some reindeer, judging from the picture. That's a lot. That's a lot for I can't tell from the picture too much, but like one minifigure. What is Lego thinking on that one? I would be Ebenezer Scrooge on that one, man. If I have $350 for a set, I'm getting the Black Pearl or the Pirates one also. There's so many that I would put way ahead of that. Plus the Christmas holiday sets are neat. I would get a few, and I think that's all you need, because you're honestly, like, we do have a couple. We have the firehouse. There was one that came after that. It was kind of like I don't know, it was like a bakery and a post office and probably some elves. There's the elf house. That's the one we have. You just need a few of those. They're fun. They look great as a display for Christmas time. It's fun to build up. Those are fun temporary builds to put up during Christmas, and then take it apart and put it back, store it for next time. And I would say probably another fun add-on would be a train. It doesn't have to be necessarily a Christmas themed train. Any Lego train set will do, and have that one, have it motorized, have that one built up so you can have that go around your Christmas tree. It's always kind of a fun, traditional way of decorating. So lots of good potential for just having a few Christmas tree setups. Love the turret build on this, by the way, for the castle. The different layering. It almost looks like a bunker build. And that's all you need. You do not need a $350 standalone Christmas tree set. However, I know, look at that. It looks like very cool. I know people like those Christmas sets, so if you're going $350 in on a giant Lego Christmas tree, you might consider other sets like the Lion's Night Castle, because then you're only $40 away from that one. So lots to consider there. Hello, Chen's Noodles. Odele says hello. Caden Smith brought up the previews that Jang Bricks talked about with the holiday sets. Janine says, can you please show Rivendell off? I would like to see it. Please, if you could do that. Of course, Janine. Let's see. Let me move the box here from the castle. And I got no cable attached here, so this will work. There you go. Here's Rivendell. What do you think? It's kind of mixed in with some of the Shire minifigs, but you've got the Council of Elrond there. You've got, I love those minifigure stone statue builds. And then, of course, you got the Barad-dûr minifigs here. Sauron being the main figure there. You got some of the Shire builds here. You got Gollum, and then some of the elves. There's the hobbits. Here's the pavilion area, and there's the dragon, firework, and tree from the Shire set, and right next to Barad-dûr. So yeah, if someone's already considering building up those or buying a $350 Christmas tree set for Lego, I would say consider the Lord of the Rings sets. Those kind of relate to Christmas time. That's a good time to watch that trilogy. So hopefully, Janine, you were watching when I brought the camera over there. If not, let me know. Meta, welcome. Psh, good to see you. Thanks, guys. Got 18 likes. Get us to 20 likes and see if I can finish the tower here. So you know, it's kind of fun now. Now that we're at the close to the midway point of September, it'd be fun to think about. It's fun to think about what's up next for October, November sets, and then what discounts, incentives will Lego offer for Black Friday or building up to that or on towards Christmas. That's always a big selling point for most retailers. Well, then, of course, Amazon and Walmart do some cool discounts on Lego too. You find quite a lot of opportunity there. Sometimes there's sets that you're hoping will go on sale that don't, and then there's other sets that unexpectedly go on discount you weren't considering, like a Monkey Kid set, for example. Like the one I showed you. This one was one of those that went on sale, and I was like, I can't resist the fun of this build. A ramen bowl tank. I mean, who would not want to build that up for Lego? Maybe some of these midi-scale ships will also go on sale during that time, like the Acclimator. And there might be a midi-scale build of the Venator, which would also look pretty sweet. So yeah, those are definitely great display pieces. I get, playable somewhat too. Just no minifigures. But those avid Star Wars fans who just like to have their hands on anything Star Wars related, lots of potential there. I think the only other midi-size scale set I would get would be the Millennium Falcon. And let's see, we had the Polybag Mini Falcon, Millennium Falcon. There's the Polybag one. I guess that's the same one that came with a Han Solo by himself. Then we have like the play scale size Millennium Falcon, got the Dark Falcon. So all that would be missing if we got the midi scale one is the UCS. But when you think about the price of that, you think about all the sets you could get in that price range without having to buy it. Like you get 3 or 4 pretty decent sized Lego sets, or you can get one UCS set. All right, that's a lot to consider. Here's the tower going up. So I am making progress, guys. I swear this castle's coming together nicely. Did I? Hold on a second here. I feel like I missed some. There just seems like there's a missing section that should go below this tower for, aha, there is. Missing an arch piece. I'm like, that doesn't look right. That's gotta have another connecting piece there. Okay, so the king gets his keep. We'll say this tower keep, his headquarters, his safe haven, or just his retreat, study away from everything. Okay, so the castle 3-in-1 set's looking pretty good. This is a main section right here. Probably close to, this would be more of the side entrance because the drawbridge is a separate section I have right here, which I need to probably connect all these things. So getting close, getting very close. Let's see if I can at least knock out one more section here. So if you like Lego, there's a few of you still with me right now. And, ooh, I get to build another archer. This archer comes with a hairpiece, so I guess they both do. Why are both archers women? Why can't one of the archers be a guy? Anyway. Oh, no, wait. That was, I backtracked. No, I'm on bag 10. Bag 10 is the tower with the flag and spire. So I'm on the blue section here of the tower. All right. So I think getting close. The only, so interesting. This set, there's 11 bags total. Box this size, you would think there's more, but it is 1,000 pieces. I built that Sonic the Hedgehog set that was about the same piece count, and it seems like you got nowhere near the quality build as this castle set. So I'm not investing in those sets anymore. Not investing in those sets anymore. So here we go. Bag 10 ready to go. And then bag 11 looks like the final roof piece here. So when I finish bag 10, ooh, this looks great. This has kind of got more of the medieval cottage look to it. Kind of more of a house design. Ooh, very colorful. So this one's gonna look, let me just show you the picture of the final part of the build here. This one's gonna look amazing. And then you have, so you're gonna have, this is basically the final touch right here. You get everything built up and then voila. I like the line art of the picture of the instructions here. Looks great. So I'm gonna, all right, thank you, Kaden. Thanks for joining in. And we will continue the build when my son can join me on the next live stream. I think I should probably sign off now, guys, while it's a little bit slow. But let me just show off a couple things. Let me show you my table here of castle sets. So we've got, go this way. We've got the yellow castle. This is the old school 1984 set. And then the gray castle here. This is also from that same year in the 1980s. I have the, there's Rivendell, there's all the Lord of the Rings sets. And then I have the older 3-in-1 Lego castle set here. Just a few years older. And then got building up the newer castle set here. So I got to connect these two sections and form up basically, I think they'll be kind of the equivalent of each other because you'll have the yellow castle here form a really nice. I love this set because it just looks so complete as that square. And then you can flay out the walls like this. They're just on those hinge pieces. And I think you can do the same thing with this new 3-in-1 versus this grayscale castle. This one came out, this was from the 1980s. It's just one solid build. So it's a solid little fortress, but nothing fancy like the yellow Lego castle. So yeah. Hey, Darren, welcome. Loves Lego. Can't complain about that statement. So thank you, Caden Smith. God bless you too, my friend. So on the next build, we will probably put together, get my son in. We'll finish the 3-in-1 creator set. We'll finish this cool looking Monkey Kid set just for fun. Although maybe we'll put this one on hold, but barely got into it. The minifigures for it are pretty sweet. Just some fun characters here, not related to anything at all in the background here. But looking at building up a Star Wars set, trying to contemplate my strategy. Now that I've put that out there, the strategy to buy the UCS Millennium Falcon. So think about this strategy. Maybe you guys want to replicate it. Once November gets here, think about how you can. Hey, thanks, Darren. High fives. Psh, glad you love Lego. Join the channel with us if you want. We're trying to live stream every day talking Lego. Please subscribe if you see this guy here. But my strategy is simple. I have insider points for about a $25, almost $50 discount. No, $50 discount or $40 discount because now you don't have to wait for everything to even out. So insider points is stacked already. Lego, when they offer double insider points, hopefully there might be even an opportunity. If they offer quadruple insider points, when you buy a UCS set and you get all the points for that set, that's basically like another $50 to $75 discount. Rakuten, which will offer a discount, and since the UCS Millennium Falcon is not an exclusive set, you get a discount for that. And then finally, a gift with purchase. So if I can combine all that, I could basically get $150 to $200 off the set itself, which is a lot of work. But for a UCS set that's pretty iconic, that might be fun to do. Or the other option is to buy it just used on Bricklink, and then you probably get it for about 40% off the new retail price. The only risk on that, I'm buying a used UCS set because there's so many pieces involved, and there might be an exclusive minifigure or two. I would hesitate to do that. I think the Venator might be the better option to buy used because the Captain Rex is not exclusive. I guess there is that other Imperial officer that comes with it. So those are some thoughts on that. So you guys have a good rest of your evening, and we will see you on the weekend live stream. Stay tuned though. We will release at least one more video this week while I'm out of town talking about going to the downtown Lego Disney store and just show you guys what we found, and just fun to share. So leave a like and subscribe. Thank you everyone for joining. Matt is alive. We had Odele, Darren joined in on the chat, Meta, Janine, Chen, CC5853, Caden, Colton, Dragon Kaiser. Who else do we have? Glitchfire, Melody Bell said hello. Owen, the Lego Master, all you guys, thank you so much for joining on the live stream. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good evening, everyone.